big business. We linked up in the UK with them outlaws, no limit forever, and we mash hard, and we stay out the cheddar.
Hey yo, you already know what time it is. This your boy M. Nell, Merciless, the one and only. You know I'm always tuned in, every day, all day. You already know who I'm rocking with. That ain't a question or a doubt. I'm rocking with my fucking boy, live from the UK, Fonzie Neutron, huh? Right.
I mean, speaking about this industry being a mother, and you know, R. Kelly, who was famously been incarcerated to the chagrin of many, has been in the media recently after a 13-track album was released, and it was released with the title I Admit It, which is named after a 19-minute song that he released in 2018 with the intention to set the record straight about allegations made against him at the time. And he had since then been sentenced to 30 years in prison, which he still is too harsh following his conviction.
I say that the only people that really have control. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, in terms of this album, it appeared on streaming platforms last Friday, and Sony Music denied any knowledge of the album and said it was an unofficial release, despite it being attributed to Legacy Recordings, which is the actual division of Sony on streaming services. So it seems like some unscrupulous tactics by Sony putting the album out, in a sense, maybe not directly under Sony, but through one of their partnerships or one of their divisions. Now, just in terms of, you know, this whole thing, putting out the album with a name title like that, is this an attack for them to try to hurt R. Kelly's appeal because he's working on his appeal? Now, there are some great songs on this album that, you know, potentially leak demos, but at the same time, you know, what do you think of that Sony doing this, leaking this, or allegedly leaking this R. Kelly album?
Of course, it's a plot. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the brother still is a star. He still is a genius, and he makes some of the best R&B songs. Period. So if a company could put something out and put a dent in your armor, and at the same time make some money, they're gonna do it. You know what I mean? This is the record business, the most slimy, vindictive, demonic people in the world in music. Now, why would you do that knowing that he's trying to get off? But, you know, if R. Kelly was doing all that stuff, he's wrong. You know what I mean? No way around it. He's wrong. But at the same time, he's not wrong by himself. And a lot of these parents and stuff like that was pushing their kids on to him. And so after a while, you know, it's normal. It starts to become normal for the stuff that he was doing, so he doesn't feel like he's doing anything wrong. When actuality, you know, he was being shamed and wrong when it was the black girls that he was doing this with. But in court, when they found out that it was the white girls he was also doing this with, that's when they threw the book at him. You know, at the end of the day, he should be treated. He should pay his time. He should be treated, and then he should be set free and live the rest of his life. It's not like he killed anybody. You know what I'm saying? And those girls that he was having sex with, it's not like they was fresh 14-year-old girls, you know what I'm saying, with braces on and popping bubble gum. These girls have been around the block a couple of times, and you can tell through the films. Not saying that he's right, but at the same time, he's not all the way wrong either.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's understandable. And you definitely make a great point that why they seem to take more ire and more of a direction against him when reportedly or allegedly it was with, I guess, Caucasian females or a different type of females as opposed to the reported black females. Because, you know, let's keep it real. A lot of people be saying stuff about R. Kelly, whether it's true or not, for years, from the whole Aaliyah thing and stuff, and he was still accepted and heralded to an extent within the industry where it didn't necessarily go against him. So as you said, when he was like, maybe they see it as like black on black, it's with his own sort of like crime. Sometimes it's like black on black crime, they let it stay to the wayside. But you go out there, you try, you know, inflict a crime like that on somebody from a different background or creed. Sometimes that's when they really come down harder on you. And we've seen that with like a lot of the talk in the recent media mires with Kanye West and people like that and things of that nature, speaking to different communities. I want to see if I can play this short clip of R. Kelly where he speaks about the song or one of the songs on the album called I Admit It, and saying, you know, he ain't admitting a damn thing. And he actually alludes to saying that it might actually...
And the song is hot, too.
Well, on that one song, I think he might be saying somebody else could be singing on it, or they may have used his demo and put someone else's vocals. But let's see if we can check this out.
Ain't no telling who put that song out. Ain't no telling.
To mess with the appeal, because why would I put an album out called I Admit It? Okay, so that's right there. It makes no damn sense. So I just want people to know it, and Jennifer let people know, and whoever let them know that that's not my album. I would even put an album out right now while I'm dealing with all of this stuff anyway. Okay, and I hope people recognize my voice and know that. Okay, so yeah, that, you know, and I wish they had found out who did it and who's putting it out there, because they also, on top of that, they're probably making money off of it. And it's just messed up. And then it happens to come at the time I'm working on my appeal that an album comes out that's supposed to be for me called I Admit It. It's just all just, it's just really just fucked up. It just really is, man. And if, you know, standing here looking in the mirror, saying damn to myself, I should have known the day would come. She would find somebody else, and all the things I took her through. So, this is me. This is my voice, and I would never put an album out right now. And I definitely ain't gonna put a damn album out called I Admit It.
So, geez, there you hear it right there. You know, I don't know if you could hear that clip, brother, but
Yeah, I can hear it.
yep, okay. You know, and I actually love one of my favorite tracks from him is when a woman's fed up. You know, slightly off topic, somebody put up a meme the other day and it would say, you know, name a great one-liner from a song. You know, when I put now I'm at the telephone booth calling Tyrone because that's just such a great one-liner and stuff. So even him just singing a little excerpt right there from when a woman's fed up, I think he was trying to exemplify, you know, the type of songs that he made and just the voice that he put behind his music, and saying that that wasn't him on that song, you know, that.
What's whack is what people they not talking about because they're not musicians. But a real true musician being in jail like that, I'm sure he's dying 1,000 deaths. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to get that shit, because I know that's me. Like, I got to get these songs and these words out of my head. And so until I do, it's driving me nuts. You know what I'm saying? So I know that R. Kelly is just going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, musically, knowing that you are a giant and a great and can't get it off the way you want to. And then you got somebody coming out with a song, you know, damaging you more. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, damn, man, I feel for him.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. So we're hoping that he gets some resolution and restitution after his appeal. You know, I recently did a reaction video to one of the songs off his album, well, you know, off his bootleg album called What in the World, which I think really speaks in volumes to just the world that we live in and stuff now, and just the capacity of him as an artist, if given the right sort of platforms and opportunities to express himself, he could really do a lot of great work, which he has in the past. So we definitely hope things work out.
I know if he get out of this one, he ain't gonna never look back.
Oh hell no, and a lot of fans gonna
Yeah,
be
man. You know, he's still a beast.
yeah, a lot of fans they waiting for some good music.
Cause this is what he said. He was like, you heard what he said. He was like, somebody making money off that.
Exactly. As soon as that put up, they're making money off it, and that's why they put it out. You know, it isn't a secret that they said when they arrested him, they seized a lot of his masters and his music and stuff like that. So it's very coincidental that stuff was able to be put out. And as you said, it's been taken down from digital streaming services now, but it's already been put up. And you know, when it went up, it reached a huge amount of people. So they would have definitely made some money from it.
That lets you know right there. Like, imagine how you feel. Like, damn, I'm in here, and they putting fake songs out about me, and people is running to it. Can't wait to hear it.
And the fans, yep, you got the fans and the naysayers, you know, so you got a huge amount of people that just regardless of what's been said or what's been accused, they waiting on some new music or waiting on, you know, word of an album.
Cause guess what? It sound funny. It may sound funny what I'm about to say, but on some real shit, they keep saying R&B is dead. And ever since he went in jail, R&B has been dead. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's the last of the holder of R&B.
Yeah. He definitely the king of R&B. You gotta give him that mantle, man. And like I said, on some of this album, you can still hear a lot of that true R&B and soulful aspect to element that no other ain't really delivering. And I think the Minister Farrakhan said it the best where he was sort of speaking on R. Kelly's circumstance and situation, where he said, really listening to his music and the depth of his performance and songwriting and things of that nature across his year span. Not to negate what he's been accused of and stuff like that, but that there is a greater individual within him than they're trying to portray completely, at the same time. So we definitely give him flowers and stuff for that. And I think just as some people feel as though as an artist gonna pay the price in different ways, but his music and his legacy shouldn't necessarily be held up to account because in one breath they want to block him from putting music and stuff out, but then it's all right for them to do it if they think they could make a bit of profit off
I
it.
feel like that's wrong. I feel like that's wrong to block a person's talent and what he brought to the world that everybody loves just because one person or a couple of people may feel a certain way about something that you're made an example of. That's whack. You know what I'm saying? What if a person is just being on some funny shit and just have the power to ruin you? You know what I'm saying? And you haven't done anything to him. So that's how I look at things differently. Like, okay, he was wrong. He was wrong what he was doing, but still in all, that don't have nothing to do with the music.
Wow, no, that's a fact, man. So, I mean, family, you guys let us know your thoughts in the comments and stuff. We're going to wind down on this one this week. Phalos, appreciate you tapping in with us. Check it out. Join us on the line, BoutTheOnline.com for the hottest UK, US flavor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content.